Welcome. Let's jump in today's lesson. We are going to figure out how to read the periodic table. Take this time to copy down this into your notes. You're going to do 1.8, the periodic table. Remember, Bitmoji with pencil means that you are writing the notes on the slide or answering the questions. All right. We've been working with the periodic table, and you may be feeling like SpongeBob over here, frustrated and angry. Well, let's figure it out. So to review, the periodic table is just this chart of all of the elements we've discovered, and elements are just atoms of one kind, or elements just are one kind of atom. Okay, so each tile represents an element, and you're going to write this down. So the top left we've talked about is the atomic number, or the number of protons. Then we've got this symbol, and that's just the shorthand for how we want to talk about elements if we want to be slick. And to know what that symbol represents, right underneath it is the name, so C is carbon. And lastly, that's the average atomic mass, or the weighted average of all the isotopes of a single kind of element. I talked about how we need to be able to surf the periodic table quickly and efficiently. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to practice spelling some words and solving riddles. So the check for understanding is solve this riddle by finding the chemical symbols or letters that go with each atomic number or average atomic mass. And the question is, what do you call someone who cooks? I'm going to think to myself, first, that the atomic number has to be a whole number, because you can't have a decimal number of protons. So any of these numbers, so 6 and 9, have to be the atomic number. And so the average atomic mass then has to be this decimal, right? Because a decimal is an average, and average atomic mass is also an average. So I'm going to try to start this by finding what this 6 is, which element this is. So I'm going to go to my periodic table, and the element was number 6. And so I'm going to go here and, oh, well, this 6 is carbon. So I'm going to go and I'm going to say, okay, atomic number 6, that's carbon. And now I'm going to figure out what the average atomic mass is for this, which element has this average atomic mass. Because remember, average atomic mass is decimal. So 4.006 or 003, I'm going to go to my periodic table, and I need to find 4.003, and carbon had 12.00 or 011. So I need to go smaller. And hydrogen has 1, so that's too small. So in fact, I'm going to pick helium. Helium has an average atomic mass of 4.003, and so our second element has got to be helium, or He. And finally, I need to find out which element has 9 as its atomic number, because remember, it's a full number, or a whole number, so I know that's the atomic number. Again, go to the periodic table. Oh, and it's actually right here. If I look down and to the left, there was helium. Down and to the left, that's a 9, and so it's fluorine. So go back to the riddle, and we're going to write fluorine. So what do you call someone who cooks? Well, we call them a chef. And that is the answer. That's how you use the periodic table to solve riddles. And yeah, you got any questions, come to office hours. Thank you so much, and goodbye.